Right, just thought I'd give you a little talk through the root of the week and the language focus and a reminder of our mantra. So through words and language, nobody can truly be distanced. Our actual mantra is language is used to communicate, connect and construct. But I thought I would adapt it to the current times. And adapt, of course, is an AD word, and that is our root of the week. But first of all, your journals have been incredible. I'd like to share a few, but I'd like to get permission first from the writers, because obviously they're things about their lives, etc. Some of them are really funny, some of them are really sensitive. The head teachers love them, other teachers have loved them. So watch this space. Yes, they are non-compulsory. They're optional. It's entirely up to you. You don't have to do them. But what a response from people. So thanks for that. Okay, so the root of the week is add. It means to or towards. So think about something coming towards or being nearby or happening to someone. Something that happens to somebody. So obviously I've sent this as well. So there's a few add words for you to look at and investigate. Don't forget Membean is a good website to look at the root words of add. And I know that your teachers will be making reference to this in your lessons across all subjects. Right, here's an interesting thing. Think about advert. Thinking about advertising towards somebody, towards the person you're selling. And we do live in an age, don't we, of targeted advertising. How many times have we been on social media and suddenly they're advertising something that we've spoken about, almost as if our phones are listening to us. Maybe they are. So we're looking at adverbs. So think about adverbs bringing extra meaning towards verbs. So we know that they modify, they change the verb. So we've got two versions here of Harry clapping. So Harry clapped enthusiastically for the NHS and care workers. Now the second one is no less positive, but it's slightly different, it's nuanced. Harry clapped endlessly for the NHS and care workers, they deserved it. So endlessly, enthusiastically have slightly different meanings. So the adverb changes the meaning of the verb there. And of course, they deserved it is an adverbial phrase, which we will investigate. Right, so we know that adverbs modify verbs. So the solution reacted, okay, fine. But the adverb tells us the rate, it reacted quickly. Coastal wall is eroded. Well, we all know that coastal walls aren't eroded overnight. They're gradually eroded. So again, these are all on the slides that have been sent to you. We're looking at adverbials. Adverbials are phrases that contain adverbs. And what they do, and particularly you'll have a look for your journal writing, they answer the questions the readers might have. So they go beyond simplistic writing. So as you write something, you need to consider your reader might want to know in what way has something been said. When did you do this? Where were you when it happened? To what extent was your emotion? Who or what were you with? Why did you do it? And adverbial phrases help to do this. And with any writing in any subject, if you don't use them, your writing remains basic, and there's a danger that you'll only offer a fraction of what you actually know. And we do say all the time, make it really clear, show what you know in the best possible way. So, I mean, have a look here. So, when, to what extent, in what way? So, after the sugar was introduced, the solution reacted quickly. So that modifies. So we know the solution reacted quickly, but it tells you when. And of course, the coastal wall is gradually eroded to the point of danger. So that's to what extent. Since he'd lost out, Jonathan Small spoke bitterly about the treasure. And the adverbial there gives us a bit of information. What about this one? The French Navy reacted aggressively through frequent brutal attacks. That tells you how. Adverbial there. So there's a few on the PowerPoint for you to have a look through. Just be, keeping your grammar skills sharp. There are some passages, don't want to show you the answers. There's some passages here, don't want to show you the answers. And look for the adverbial phrases. And I've put my entry this week as well. Have a read of it on the next slide. you may be able to identify where I've used words with the root ad. What are those words? What do they mean? Send some responses. And also look out for those adverbial phrases I've used. Perhaps I've put them in to establish how, in what way, when, where, to what extent, with what, why. Well, okay, here's my entry for the 2nd of May. It would be easy for Saturday to seem just the same as every other day of the week, if I allowed it to. But I try to make it different to the other days. To make the end of the week reward, as it always was. I just have to be prepared to adapt things a little. I can't go to football, but I can play it. Well, I can't play it, but I have a go. Setting up the temporary football pitch in my garden today, I startled my old adversary, the fox. But he isn't strictly an adversary because I still mean to befriend him. He clearly doesn't like me, however. He dives into the bushes as if I'm one of those ridiculous red-jacketed buffoons who sit on horses blowing trumpets, or whatever they blow. I've been speaking softly to let him know that I'm kind of nature. Anyway, I set up a game for 2 versus 2. It's usually me and Mrs. Still, combined age of 76, against Hunter and Imogen, 10 years in total. It's practically a pensioner versus a speedy child. For this reason, I usually take it upon myself to referee and adjudicate. Some of my decisions have been questioned of late, so I'll let my wife have the whistle and a set of red and yellow cards taken from the Monopoly set. 2 minutes in, I was admonished for a late and high challenge on Imogen, 4 years, and then sent off for handling a cross. To be honest, I thought this rather foolhardy of Mrs. Still, who then became a team of 1. However, from my position in the dressing room, or upstairs bathroom, I noted that she ran rings around the others and recorded a handsome 5-2 victory. We all had dinner afterwards and chatted about the game. In terms of excitement, and indeed quality of football, it wasn't too different to an afternoon at Millwall. I will return to working online tomorrow, in all the weird hours this new life takes me. But for today, the weekend was the weekend.